Hello, everyone in Facebook, YouTube, wherever. I'm so excited for today. Oh, I'm always excited. I'm always excited to talk to you all. So, welcome. Welcome to the Power Me Up pop-up training, where I hope to inspire, transform, and more importantly, equip you to quantum leap yourself. And I'm really excited to be your mentor and guide. And I'm really excited for today's training, which is how to overcome goal trauma. In the next 30 minutes, I usually do these, the Power Me Up pop-up trainings are about 30 minutes because I really want to give value to you, my dears. So in the next 30 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what is goal trauma and kind of how does it impact you. And more importantly, I'm going to share with you the 8 steps that I personally took to eliminate myself from the impact of goal trauma, because it has a very powerful impact on your success, your money, your health, your wealth, your love, everything. Okay. So before we get started, though, let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. I'm Bambi Thompson. I'm an occupational therapist by training, and I went wildly woo, and I discovered that I'm an intuitive and an energy healer. And I now couple all of these things, this occupational therapy training and my more spiritual, energetic skill sets and gifts. And I help ambitious entrepreneurial women who have gotten bummed out, burned out, blocked, or are just wanting cutting edge tools to accelerate their success. And I teach them how to revolutionize themselves for more confidence so that they can set and achieve bigger goals, to use manifesting more strategically, and to add more money, joy, and abundance to their lives and business, all while making and having fun. So I bring the science to the woo to unleash a new you, and we leverage neuroscience, mindset, the human energy body, and the law of attraction. Basically, I give you the mute button for your mind, the monkey mind, not the good mind, the bad mind, and the accelerator switch for your success. So how to overcome goal trauma. I am going to look at notes here because I want to be succinct. And I also want to really give you the highest value that I possibly can. So you'll see me looking down. So goal trauma, what is it? Why does it happen? And how does it impact us? So the first thing to understand is that it's super common. Most of us have goal trauma and we don't even know it, and it's impacting us in ways that we don't even recognize. So basically, it happens when you set a goal and you are able to, or you're not able to execute the plan. How many if you're watching this, put in replay or live. But what I want you to do is put a 1 if you are someone who has set a goal and you've written the plan, right? Do you love writing plans? Hell yeah. I have plans up the wazoo, right? But you don't execute the plan. You don't complete the plan. Put a 1 in the comments if that is you. So we set a goal, we make a plan, we make a promise to ourselves. We're all excited. We're all like, whoa, yeah, definitely. And you are, unfortunately, Facebook user, it just says Facebook user, and I never know what people's names is. So will you say hello to me with your name, so that, or at least your first name, so I know who you are? So we make a promise to ourselves. We see ourselves in this, this time I'm going to do it, right? And then we don't follow the plan, or we change course, bright, shiny object. Woo, woo, woo. Man, there's a lot of bright, shiny objects in the world, and it's only going to intensify. Hey, Victoria, the speed at which we are being bombarded with information is just really, really a challenge in today's day and age. I mean, there's so many of us who, whether we have diagnosed or not, our brains work like ADD, right? It's like how can we not? Because in this world, it kind of makes all of us a little, ADD. It's just like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. And now the girl over here is saying this, and now the girl over here is saying this. It's just like, it's nonstop. So you either don't follow through, you change course, you follow that next bright, shiny object, or put a 2 in the chat if you shut down when it gets hard, when you get confused, when you get overwhelmed. Put a 2 in the chat if you shut down. That's classic, right? The confused brain always says no. And no on the action level means you just don't do anything, right? Okay, so super common. And I want you to understand that you are not alone. But what happens over time when you do this over and over and over? What happens is we create a neuronal pathway in our brain that tells us that we're not dependable, we can't count on ourselves, we're a failure, we're a loser, and we store all these memories of failures in our brain. And so that when we set a goal, our brain automatically likes to go, oh, hey, here's some memories of how you screwed up and you didn't do it and you're a loser and you don't follow through and you're a procrastinator and blah, 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 right? Your brain's going to go to all that past crap. And we feel disappointment in ourselves over and over and over again. And the bottom line is we don't believe in ourselves anymore. And it impacts every aspect of our life, especially our business, because a business, as an entrepreneur, you have to constantly set goals and hopefully achieve the goal to make your money, to serve the world, and to create the impact that you want to create through your business. So you're not alone. That's been me for many, many years. And I decided that I was done with that because the only thing in the way of me and my business taking off was me. It was this thing right here. So today I'm going to tell you the 8 steps that I took, and I encourage you to get a pen and paper and write this down and to take it seriously because I have changed myself. I used to call myself the 80-20 girl. It was like I would go 80% and then that final 20, I would just kind of sit back or get confused or start following the next coach or do the next blah, blah, blah business plan, whatever, right? I would go 80%, but I wouldn't complete. And now I'm going 100%. And it feels so freaking good to know that I can count on myself now. I couldn't count on myself before. And that relationship with ourself and our belief in ourself is so important. So I want to give you the tools to begin to create a new pathway in your brain that says, I am dependable. I can count on myself. I do implement things. I can achieve the goal. I can be a success. All right. So let's get started. Number 1, the first step that I did was I acknowledged that I'm not broken. I'm not alone. I'm not broken, because the fact of the matter is that 10% of people actually finish something. That means 90% of us don't. Take that in. Only 10% of people who start something actually complete the damn thing. So you're not fucked up. You're not broken. You're a human being with a human brain that's default is to hang out in the 90%, right? To keep safe, to play small, to shut down when it gets scary or gets weird. The brain seeks comfort. The brain seeks safety. So this is not about you and your behavior. It's about your flippin' human brain. I started affirming to myself, I am a successful person. Successful people are goal achievers. Unsuccessful people are comfort seekers. I was a masterful comfort seeker, and it was a leftover strategy, survival strategy, because many, many years ago, I had debilitating panic disorder. And in order to survive that, I had to seek comfort. I had to seek safety. I had to seek, like grounding myself and everything. Well, I can sit on my whoopee cushion all day and not accomplish very much. But if I'm going to be successful, I have to get uncomfortable and I have to get in action, even when my brain says, oh, danger, danger, Will Robinson, run away, right? So I learned that. And the first step was to acknowledge I'm not broken. I'm like everybody else, but I'm choosing to be in the goal achieving successful category than the unsuccessful comfort seeking category. And I learned how to get beyond the discomfort. Last week's Power Me Up pop-up training was about how to, let me look at the title, triple your productivity with a to-do list hack. And I address how do you get beyond the discomfort of the action. So if that's something where you go, yeah, that's definitely me, then you need to go watch the other training. Okay. So that's step number one. Step number two is transform the past's energetic impact on me with forgiveness and release. And so I spent a lot of time just acknowledging, and we're going to do real quick a little bit of quick releasing here for you guys. So we have to let go of the energetic impact, right? The vibration, the frequency, right? Because everything is energy that I teach. And so our energetic frequency is going to impact our outcome. So what we do is what I did, and what we'll do here is everywhere that you carry, and I'll speak to you directly, and I just did this for myself, but everywhere that you carry the energy of regret, release and let go. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your fist. I want you to take a deep breath in. You can close your eyes while we do this process. Make a fist, take a deep breath in, and just say to yourself, release and let go. And you literally open your hand to give your motor cortex a cue. And then you visualize like it's like you're holding a bouquet of balloons, helium balloons. And as you release and let go, the helium balloons, which are actually not filled with helium, they are actually filled with the energy of regret that your body has been carrying. The balloons are going to go up and they're just going to hit a certain level where it's like the transformation plane, and they're going to pop. All right. And then inside your body, when you visualize those balloons popping because it hit the ceiling of transformation and boom, it hits it and it pops, then you're going to feel this beautiful white light flood your body to replace. Always, always, when we take something out energetically, you must put something in positive. All right. So we want to always replace with like a white light that's transformational, that will bring you everything that you need. And in my mind, it's the implementer. We're going to bring in the energy of the implementer. We're going to bring in the energy of the follow through person, your inner CEO, right? The person who's in charge and in control, not your brain. All right, so let's do this real fast. So everywhere that you carry the energy of regret, close your eyes. Make a fist, see the balloon, release and let go. Take a deep breath in, blow it out, let the balloons go. Pop, boom, white light in your body. Everywhere that you are carrying the energy of guilt, grab it, create the balloon bouquet, take a deep breath in, and release and let go. They go up, pop, and there's the implementer filling in the void where the guilt was. Everywhere that you're carrying the energy of frustration, grab it. Take a deep breath in, release and let go. And you say, release and let go. Command your body. It pops, boom, the implementer energy. It's amplifying. Every time we pop the balloons, there's a bigger force field of positivity, of implementation, of CEO-ness, right? Follow through-ness, productivity-ness, filling your body. Okay, everywhere that you carry the energy of anger, this is all from your goal trauma. Everywhere that you carry the energy of anger, bring it in, grab it, and release and let go. Feel an amplification. Everywhere that you carry the energy of shame, grab it. Breathe in, release, and let go. Pop. And I can feel it. I can feel the energetic shift. Okay. And everywhere that you carry the energy of self-loathing. I loathed myself. I loathed all the dreams that I didn't achieve because I didn't fucking follow through on my goals, right? So there was this energy of self-loathing. I got to let go of that, man. I got to love myself. I got to love myself through the journey. So grab that stuff because it's toxic. Grab it. Breathe in. Release and let go. Pop. Now put your hands over your heart and just affirm to yourself, I love myself. I am capable. I am competent. I am confident. I am committed. And I choose to love the journey. I love who I am becoming. And just sit with the energy that you have. And then to anchor it in, I want you to take 2 fingers of your right hand, press them into your right thigh. Keep your eyes closed. And this is anchoring in the implementer. This is anchoring in the energy, the new energy that we've created of the goal achiever. This is anchoring in the energy of the woman who loves the journey, the transformation, and who she is becoming. It's not so much about the end goal. It's about who are you becoming in the journey of building your business and your life. All right. And then just release your fingers. So when you are getting ready to do something or you're feeling that resistance, that little, I don't want to do this, just press into that point and let that be the activation switch of the successful you, the goal achieving you, right? Everything is energy. And in the past, you have been linked and linking arms and holding hands with the comfort seeking you and the one who procrastinated and the one who didn't follow through and the one who's carrying the goal trauma. Start now to see yourself in a new light. And until you can believe in yourself and have a history of successes, just push into that anchoring point and activate it. And she, AKA, your higher self, this energy, the infinite being that you are, will support you in moving through the discomfort and achieving your goals. All right, so step 1 was acknowledge that you're not broken. Step 2, transform the past energetic impact with forgiveness and release, which we just did. Number 3, and this is where you're going to have to take some time with yourself to do this, or hire me and I'm going to help you do it real fast. Okay, create your new identity. So what I talk about in the Quantum Leap Lab is we have to have an awareness of where do we want to make change in our life. All right. And so it's kind of like, for me, I'll be sharing with you my new identities and how I work with this. But so I wanted to improve my life around physical fitness. I wanted to improve my life around how I bring my creativity to the forefront in my home, in my relationships with myself. I wanted to create more financial savviness and financial management and responsibility. I wanted to create more strategic business building actions. I wanted to get familiar with managing my numbers, know your numbers if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. I wanted to create more consistency with my visibility and my social media, giving content, transforming people. And I wanted to be a more passionate partner for my husband. I'm, a menopausal woman. Got to work at it a little bit. Anyway, so these were the goals that I had. All right. Now, what I did was I created a new identity. There's multiple facets of Bambi inside, and I created the new identity for each goal area that I wanted. So my identities are warrior athlete. Okay. So the warrior athlete is who I am embodying when I am choosing to eat right, when I am planning our healthy meals, when I am meditating, when I am doing my workouts. Okay. I am being, and okay, so here it's to start with, before you go into that, what you want to do is compartmentalize. You want to come up with what are your personal life goals or your personal goals? What are your physical goals and what are your professional goals? Okay. Personal, physical, and professional. So that then tells you kind of what your goals are, and that then gives you your identities. If I were to go boom, 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 it's like first personal, professional, and physical, the goals. Then what are the, personas that you're going to embody? Who do you want to call yourself? Your identities. And then, we're going to come up with the next step, which I'll share with you. So, warrior athlete. I wanted to be, that's my physical one, no brainer. My personal one is a creative artist. And I want to bring my creativity into my cooking. I want to bring my creativity into our home. I want to bring my creativity into my gardening. So these are the activities, the goals that I have that fall under the creative artist. It's my gardens, it's my cooking, it's my playing my piano more, it's creating a beautiful home, having, I want to do painting classes with my husband. So the creative artist is one of Bambi, one of the Bambis. Okay. Then when we go into professional, this is where I got a boatload of personalities. I got a boatload of identities as an entrepreneur. So that is the CEO. What falls under the CEO identity is when I'm strategizing my business plan, when I'm working with my team, when I am being the millionaire. Okay, millionaire is one of my identities that I'm trying to create a millionaire mindset. That's when I'm doing my financial stuff. Okay, I'm tracking my money. I'm doing my investments. I'm studying my money course. Okay, so that's when I'm being millionaire Bambi. Then I have data analyst Bambi, and I want to say the word data analyst for my identity, for me personally, because that shit freaks me out. And I'm not good at it. I'm not great with numbers. That's the story I used to have. Now I'm saying I am a data analyst and I freaking love it. Okay. I've got to tell my brain what I want her to do. So, in the data analyst persona identity, that's when I'm looking at my social media stats. That's when I'm looking at my business metrics. That's when I'm looking at, the strategizing my launches and things like that. All right. And then there is, in my personal life, again, passionate partner. Okay. And my passionate partner identity is when I'm planning dates with my husband, when I'm creating intimacy moments with my husband, when I am just making sure that I'm connecting and affirming how much I love him, because he's, such an important part of my life. So, all right. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 identities. And under each identity, I've listed what are the activities that fall in that category. Now, here's why we want to list the activities that fall in that category. Because the next thing is that we are going to come up with, so step number 4 now, you've got your identities. Step 4 is for each identity, you want to come up with some key performance indicators, KPIs, key performance indicators for each identity. So for example, a key performance indicator is for my warrior athlete persona. I want to, and I write this out, I want to be a warrior athlete. Therefore, and then I create an intention statement. Okay. So the intention statement is, what am I going to do? It's different than a goal. I don't work so much on the goal as the intention of what am I going to do? Because remember, this is about overcoming goal trauma. In order to overcome goal trauma, you have to take action. Okay. So key performance indicator. I want to be a warrior athlete. Therefore, I will do 3 workout components: cardio, flexibility, and strength by 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. All right. I said what I want, who I want to become. I named my identity. And then what is the key performance indicator? What am I going to track? What am I actually going to do to become that identity? All right. So step number 4, identify your key performance indicators. And I would work on a sheet of paper horizontal, write out your identities. First, write out your personal, physical, professional, and then, what's your personal identities? You can have more than one. What's your physical identities and what are your professional identities? All right. And then under each of the identities, it's kind of like a tree. It's going to get wide. You're going to have your key performance indicators. Then you're going to block your calendar and use the terminology for the blocks in your calendar with your new identities. I love this because you're constantly telling your brain who you want to be. Right? Be, do, have. You got to be the person first. So you have to constantly remind your brain. So I have first thing in the morning, warrior athlete block. Okay. Then I've got creative artist, because part of my creativity is my manifesting work and the visioning of doing all of my, my woo stuff for my business. And then I have a block of my CEO, and that's where I'm, really looking at the days and the week's plan. And then I have my block for my millionaire, where I'm going to do some financial stuff. And then I have blocks for the data analyst. Mondays is a heavy data analyst day for me, where I review the past week and track all my numbers. And then, passionate partner, I don't have time blocks for that unless it's like a date or something, but it's just a part of my thing. That would be nighttime. All right. So you're going to put the blocks into your calendar. Then, okay, so step 5 is create a tracker. All right. And I have a very robust tracker. Where the hell is it? Oh, shoot. Anyway, best laid plans of oh, here it is. Okay. So here's my tracker, right? It's got a lot of stuff on it. I have my professional, I have my physical KPIs, and I have my personal. All right. And I'm tracking them. I'm writing them in every day. Like, what did I do? What did I do? Because I have to constantly tell my brain by daily accountability. So what was my mile time? That's one of the things that I'm working on. How many push-ups can I do in 60 seconds? For my professional, like I write down what was my weekly income. I just do that at the end on Mondays. What's my email list number? What's my YouTube? How many reach outs did I do? Blah, blah, blah. Personal, I'm trying to track our expenses and our income. So because I want to have more money to invest. So what are our weekly expenses? Did I execute my time block? Right? Did I do my study and actually implement my study? That's the kind of stuff that I'm tracking on this little sheet here. Okay, so you create your tracker. Then you're going to create a magic frame on your thing. And I actually have to update mine because I've revamped my whole thing. But you have a frame on your desk, something that's really like special. And you're going to write your KPIs in there so that every day in the morning, you're going to spend 15 minutes reading your statements, your KPIs. I want to be a warrior athlete. Therefore, I will do 3 workouts components of cardio, strength, and flexibility by 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. I want to be a creative artist. Therefore, I will play piano twice a week for 30 minutes. Okay. I want to be a CEO. Therefore, I will spend from 9 to 12 on Mondays planning out my day's business plan, right? I read that every day, and you can put it in a big plastic stand-up sheet. That's what I did for years. I got a little more creative because I was working on a trip. So I actually am going to revamp this and list out all of my KPIs. Um, I had a general statement there and a picture of some vineyards because we were going to Portugal, which we just got back from, and it was awesome. Anyway, all right. So KPIs in the frame. And then the final thing is get accountability and get yourself in a work session. Okay. And I've created that for myself. I've created it for the world. So it's called the Quantum Leap Lab. And, but it's so important to have accountability so that you can be reporting in not only to yourself, this is my self accountability, my tracker, but I also have personal accountability. I have an accountability buddy in a coaching program I'm in, and I have accountability with my Quantum Leap Lab women. And we have work sessions where we meet 3 times a month. And one work session is all focused on setting our goals for the month and coming up with, clearing who we need to become to hit those goals, blah, blah, blah. The second week is always about money mindset. We're always transforming and up leveling our money mindset. And the third week is all about the systems and the structures for amplifying our confidence and to be more productive. Like today, I'm going to be doing a deep dive in our KPIs with the lab, which is at 1:00. So in review, and the thing that I want you to understand is that, first of all, this is really common. Goal trauma, super, super common. Everybody's got it, and it does make a very big impact. And I'm actually going to put in on the bottom here a free strategy session that if you're like, God, I got to talk to Bambi about what's going on for me and what can I, maybe the Quantum Leap Lab is for you. And we will have a conversation about what do I offer that will be a fit to quickly work you through. What are your KPIs? What are your, new identities? We can blast that stuff out real quickly. And if you're looking for an accountability group or for a work session 3 times a month where you're actually working on your energetics, your mindset, your strategies, and manifesting for your goals, the Quantum Leap Lab is definitely a place to be hanging out for you, and we can talk about that. So get a free strategy session if that's something that you'd like to do. In review, the first thing is acknowledge you're not broken. The second thing is to transform the past's energetic impact through a forgiveness and release process. Number 3, create your personal, physical, and professional goals, and then the new identities for those goals. Number 4, come up with key performance indicators that you will track. Like, I want to be a warrior athlete. There's my identity. And therefore, I will do 3 workouts components of cardio, strength, and flexibility by 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then create your tracker for those KPIs. Put the KPIs in a frame. And then so it's in front of your face every day. And then sit down and daily spend 15 minutes visualizing yourself doing those things. All right. And then the final thing is get your accountability. So I hope that this served you. And if truly, if you are really struggling, let's have a conversation. That's not a hard sell conversation. It's really an opportunity for you to kind of like bring to the table, hey, this is who I am. This is how I'm showing up. This is what success is for me. This is what I've tried. This is where I'm really stuck. And I'm going to be able to tell you, first of all, I'm going to give you some quick tips that you will leave being able to start getting a shift. And I'll offer, I'll share with you what I offer, the various things that I offer to see if anything is a fit for you to help you. If you're like, no, I don't want to do that. That freaks me out. I get it. Like talking to somebody who I saw like online, like, no, that weirds me out. Then what I really encourage you to do is to grab and I'm going to change the thing. So grab that, write that link down, bambithompson.com/success strategy session. Just put it somewhere, because down the road, it might not be for you now, but it might be like, God, I got to talk to that woman. I'm fucking done with being stuck, right? The other thing is that, okay, I'm not ready for that. Then grab bambithompson.com/gift. That is my quantum success kit. It's a little mini course in an hour. You can blow through it, and it is going to really serve you as an entrepreneur. You're going to understand why you're stuck and why working harder is not working for you, and it never will. And more importantly, how to change that. Stop working harder and stop working more strategically and energetically. You're going to learn how to switch up your emotional state and vibration effortlessly so that you have more energy, more calm, and productivity. You're going to learn how to clear the biggest saboteur to your momentum and your success. And you're going to know how to dissolve the story that making money is hard work. So if you have money issues, grab that. If you have productivity issues, grab that. If you're feeling anxious and fearful a lot around how you're operating in your business, grab that. It is a really, really potent little package of tools that you can immediately start to start using. So I so appreciate your time being here. I hope that you found value in this. And certainly follow me on YouTube. I have a great YouTube channel, and follow me on Facebook. And if you haven't already, join my Mojo Masters Momentum Club. And I hope you have a very beautiful and productive day. I believe in you, and I will believe in you even when you don't believe in you. Take care.